God has helped us to bring a product that will help us to build the capacity of farmers and also have a healthy crop and a big yield. Let me start from the animal nutrient. This is the animal vitamin, animal nutrient. This is for all animals. All animals. What differs is the application. The way you apply it when you want to use it for your bread is not the same way you apply it when you want to use it for your fish. It's not the same way you apply it when you want to use it for your snail or your pig. By the application of this product, you don't need to immunize any of these, your birds or your pig or your anything. Having this in your hand and having this as a product you use. For instance, let me come with poultry. Everyone, many of us here. How many of us are poultry farmers here? Let me see our hand here. If you're a poultry farmer, good. Thank you very much. Now, if you bring your day-old chick, how do you do it? Can somebody help us? Yes.
The simple way is to put them there where there is light. Then you monitor them, give them their drugs, their food, up to a month, and they can be eating by themselves. That's the way I normally do it. For 1 month, they can now, when you put food for them, they can now eat the food, you put their drugs, then continue monitoring them until after a month and you can now leave them.
Do you immunize them?
Sir?
Do you immunize them?
Yes.
Do you give them booster feed?
No, normal drugs. That's normal maintenance.
Do you give them antibiotics?
Yes, sir.
Now, with this product, if you get a day-old chick, what you need to do is to put it in their water. The moment you put it in their water, they are drinking the water and eating their feed. You don't immunize them. You don't need antibiotics. You don't need any worm expeller. You don't need any cough syrup. And you will not be afraid of any bird flu because they will never be sick. And the mortality level is 0. You have what we call smart birds. We have people that have been using it, that have used it and continue to use it. So all the money you spend on booster feed, all the money you spend on immunization, all the money you spend on antibiotics, they have become savings for you. Because a lot of people have stopped the poultry farm because of the cost effect is much on them. And another thing is, if the cost effect is much on you, number one, we are talking about application of drugs. You're not talking about the cost of feed now that is on the increase. Am I right? Yes. Now the cost of feed that is now increased, if your poultry, maybe for instance, you have 50 birds, and these 50 birds, you spend about 7 bags of feed per week. I'm just giving you an instance. If you start putting this in their water, and they start drinking it, the aroma of this will make these birds to love drinking often. And then they'll eat less feed. Are we getting there? Yes, sir. Now, if you used to spend about 7 bags of feed per week, you will discover that it will reduce to 5 bags. The extra one you didn't spend has already become what? An income. It's within your capacity. Now, if you save money from medication, you also save money from the feed. It's not all about, it's not finished also. Another aspect also is the maturity stage. An average bird, I don't know, somebody may help us, we have our guy here, in maturity. Now, some people say, I have to feed this bird for 2 months, I have to feed this bird for 3 months. If you use this, and the birds are taking it in on daily basis, by the time these birds are 5 weeks, at most 6 weeks, they are fully mature to be eaten or sold. So now you also save money from that. You now discover that to have a poultry farm now is easier than before by the application of this. Are you getting me right now? But then you have to apply it in the way we have said it. If you forget it, you ask the question. That's why I told us here that we are not come here to sell products. Actually, we will sell. But we have come here to enlighten you on the usage. We know about advertisement. If it is to sell this product, the money you spend on moving from one seminar to the other, you can go and sit down in the one hotel, put it on radio. People will look for it. Tell people to come and buy and keep in their stores. It's not all about having it, but you have to get the knowledge on how to apply it. And that's why we are here. So that you can make the right application. Now, if you have this with you, some people will save money. Our mentality, if you get what will help you, you won't also even kill the thing that wants to help you. Our mentality on this, some people will tell you, yes, I've saved money from antibiotics, I don't give them again. I've saved money because I don't immunize them again. Are you not saving money? Now, you have saved money from also the feed. Are you not saving money? You have also saved money from the maturity stage. Are you not saving money? And now that's okay. Give this thing, you have to put it in their water to be drinking. This is 100 grams. Just write if you want to write, but by tomorrow I'm going to dwell on the application method. I'm just telling you the rough things now, but tomorrow we go full on application method. But let me say this one for poultry so that you know this aspect. For instance, now look at this. If you get these birds now, get 5 grams. This is how many grams now? 100. Take 100 grams. Pastor sir, your seat is there, sir. You get 5 grams, add it into 10 liters of water. How many liters? 10 liters. How many liters? 10 liters. How many grams? 5. And add it how? 10 liters. And then you give it to this day-old bird. After 2 weeks, after how many weeks? 2 weeks. You change from 10 liters to 7 liters. 5 grams into how many liters now? 7 liters. Because the more the birds mature, the more they need the intake of the nutrients. And the more concentrated it is in the water, the better for the birds. Are you understanding it? When you now also give it to them for another 2 weeks, another how many weeks? And that is how many months now? Are you getting it now? What do? You change to 5 grams to 5 liters. They are mature. At maturity stage, how do they take it? 5 grams into 5 liters. They are fully mature. If you have those that lay egg, they give you ×3 of the egg you need. ×3. Now look at it. Our people will be so economical and economizing in their in that. Somebody called me and said, sir, I have applied the feed and my beds are not growing. My beds, after some time, they are still there, stunted. I said, how did you apply it? He said, the way you taught us. I said, okay, what did I teach you? He said, you taught us to put it in 5 grams in 10 liters. So even when the beds are up to a mold, you still give them 5. You are starving the beds of the nutrient they need, so they won't have that growth like that. You have to step it down a little so that their body system will be conditioned to absorb these nutrients. He said, I have given it to my beds, and my beds are now stooling blood. One of the enemies of pig farmers putting to piggery is a fly. If you have this for your pig, just a fly can do nothing to them. We have people that are using it on their pig and it's working for them. And all the animals, if you also have it for snail and the fish, like I said, by tomorrow I'm going to dwell on the application method. The way you apply it to the birds is not the same way you apply it to fish. It's not the same way you apply it to the snail, but the same vitamin is required and needed. You use it for your cow, you use it for your goats, even for dogs. One of the clips here is a veterinary doctor that has been using it not only to feed the dogs, but to cure sicknesses on the dog. This nano organic we have here, you make a foliar application. I may want our big man from the Ministry of Agriculture to explain more to us on what we mean by foliar. I think he may have the better knowledge and explain deep down to us on what I mean by foliar application. And then I will come up with this product and application for this, sir.
Hello. When we talk of foliar, we talk of the leaves or stem. This time around, we don't have anything to do with the root. Maybe say go into the soil. No. But everything is on the leaf. It draws everything from the light, from energy. So the leaves are where this particular product works effectively. I used this product 4 years ago when we went for a seminar. That was when it was first introduced. But it was not on this package. It was on a bottle. It was how it was then. So some were given free. We bought some. And I used it that time on my maize and my yam. And after that, I had 2 cans. I kept one. So let me see how this one will work. After using it the first year, the remaining I had to give it to a friend to use because I couldn't finish them in my farm. So I had to give it to a friend. So the next year, after seeing my yield, I forgot that I kept it on top of my wardrobe, hoping that my kids will not touch it. But because of the storage, out of that, the heat affected it, and it all evaporated. Yes, it got open and evaporated because of the heat. So in case of when you get this, you can store this in your refrigerator. It needs a room temperature, not where heat will add to it. You can stay for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. If you can keep it in your refrigerator, better for you. You are the only one that knows what it is. Or if in your farm, you have a very cool place, keep it there. But don't keep it where there is heat. You will come back the next day and see it open. years. So, like I was saying, it worked effectively. I used knapsack the first time because I had a friend that used, so once I mixed, I used knapsack to spray on the leaves. It will take care of every pest. There's nothing like pest in your farm. No infection. It will take care of all those things. For instance, since 4 years now, we've been battling with stem borer in our farms, especially on maize. If you want to doubt me, take this, mix it effectively the way it was directed. Use it on your maize. On how many days you're supposed to use it, you won't experience that stem borer. So I thank God for this, my man. Let me call him that way. I don't know how he was sent and how they managed to bring this back, but at a point, importing became a problem. That person wanted to use his money, and I don't know what they wanted to do, but I never knew how they now managed to bring this thing back. I pray would impress it, because I know that, I'm sorry to say it, yes, we work for the government, but the issue is that what we say and not what we do. Even all the station workers these days, they don't go to work because they are not backed on their work. So if you're in the field, you're on your own. If a snake bites you, you're on your own. So the best thing, you stay in the office. Yeah. So please, what I'm saying in fact, I want to thank God that this thing is back. I pray our farmers will get it. It will really help them. It will help them. And we'll run away from all these chemicals from my run away from it. It will really help. So let us pray. Even if you can't get a knapsack, you can get ever can. Use small nail, yes it, and then when you mix it, you feel it, you just use it to spray it. Definitely you will see your yield. You will see the difference. There's no need talking about it, you will see the difference.
Thank you, sir. Can we clap for him? I'm always happy when I meet people that say, I have used this before. Now, let me say something here. In Nigeria, we have been talking about food security. And we have been talking about food security. You cannot have food security in Nigeria with the shifting cultivation method we are still practicing till today. A few days ago, thank you, sir. A few days ago, I was in the village, in my own particular village. And then I met one of my kinsmen, and I asked him, this place you planted cassava, why wouldn't you add some other things there? He said, no, this cassava we have planted here, we used to leave it for 2 years. If we came to full time at all. So you have to leave this land with this cassava for 2 solid years. The land will be there. So we can't have food security in Nigeria when we are talking about shifting cultivation. Some of us that watch agricultural groups overseas, you may be in your TV, you see where the machine is harvesting. As this machine is harvesting, another one is making ridge for immediate planting. Am I right? Yeah, there's no dull moment. There's nothing like after harvesting here, you have to leave it fallow for 2 years, and then before you come back again. No. This fertilizer guarantees you all-round farming season. All-round farming what? Season. It also guarantees you multiple farming system. Multiple farming system. When I'm saying these things, let not our mind be on commercial purpose, quantity. Let our mind be that this garden, this small piece of land in the frontage of your house, it can feed the family. Multiple farming system means like here now, if we have a land of this size, you can put your cassava here. You can also put your fruited pumpkin. You can also put your other maize here. And how do you do that? By the application of this fertilizer through the foliar application, your crop or your plant has little demand from the soil nutrient. Do we understand that? That means the nutrient your crop or your plant needs to produce is gained from what it absorbs through the leaves, not through the soil. So the soil has less than 15% nutrient that your crop or plant can need. Do we understand what I'm saying? That is why if I have this land now, I can apply this thing on each of the crop. They will all do well because they are not competing with the soil nutrient. Every one of them have the normal nutrient to grow and produce because of the application of this. Are we understanding it? That is about all-round farming. This can guarantee to us. Another thing also we can get from this, like he has said it gives you 3 actions in one. How many actions? 3 actions. Number 1, because you mix it with water, I'll tell you the application method. It acts as a moisturizer. Remember, you mix it with water. For instance, this one I have in my hand here is 100 mils. This 100 mils is up to 4 bags of fertilizer. This 100 mils. Up to how many bags? 4 bags. Up to 4 bags of fertilizer. This 100 mils. And it has no chemical content. It has no chemical content. 4 bags of fertilizer, you may say, how? Somebody was inquisitive yesterday when we said this is up to 4 bags of fertilizer. The next question is, so how much is it? That was the next question. If it's up to 4 bags of fertilizer, can it be affordable? I say yes, can be affordable. Now this is what you do. If you get this is 100 mils. If you take 20 mils, add it to 20 liters of water, stir the 20 liters of water, all of them have become fertilizer. All the water, 20 liters have become fertilizer. And then when you now go to ratio, 20 mils to 20 liters, 20 mils to 20 liters into 100 mils, you will discover that the quantity of water it will give you to spread will be more than 4 bags of fertilizer when you go to length and width and breadth of your farm. Do you understand how we get to that?
One more time, sir.
I said this. If you get this is 100 mils. Now take 20 mils and add it to 20 liters of water. When you take 20 mils and add to 20 liters of water, you stir it. All the water has become fertilizer. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And then when all the water has become fertilizer, and I've said this now, as 100 mils now, when we move to ratio, 20 mils to 20 liters, 20 mils to 20 liters, when we go 5 times, the volume of water it will give you will be more than 4 bags of fertilizer when you apply them to the length and breadth of your farm. Did you get me there? So so it will be more than that. This small one. And then you apply it weekly. I'm going to talk about the application by tomorrow, but today we are just introducing how we can use it. It guarantees you also as a pest control. Use it to apply to your tomato, cassava. You cannot have any pest attack that farm. If you apply it, it is not possible. If we have a law student here or a lawyer here, the lawyer will say it shall not. It shall not. It must. No. The pest will not attack it. That's one thing. Number one, it also acts you as a pest control. Another one also, quick maturity. It gives you an action for quick maturity. And then adhesiveness. Assuming you plant tomato, immediately the tomatoes are coming up, all of them will fall down. You have your guava. Before they will grow to a bigger size, all of them will shed off. Apply this on it, they will not fall. It will get to the maturity ripe. You block it, it will not fall. 3 actions in one it will give to you. And another thing also, when you use it, you are sure, like I've said it, of having a produce in your house without chemical content. Without what? Where did you keep them? Well, I want somebody to come here. Come, Mama. That carton there, open it and give me one of these. The small one, any small one there. Any small one. It's a small one, I mean. Okay, close to. Now, you know why I said somebody should come and give me one from there? But most of the time, what we normally see people do with NAFDAC, I'm not a NAFDAC official, but that's the trick some of our people play. When they manufacture something and give to NAFDAC, the NAFDAC will go and have a thorough screening and testing. It will have the screening. And that was manufactured for NAFDAC. And when they want to reproduce, you discover that it's not the same standard they submitted at NAFDAC. Why I said give me is these ones that I have been using, so that people will not say it's the one I came with, it's the one I'm using. We have a carton of it that was saying somebody should go and give me one, not these ones I have at my hands. You can use this thing to produce your pumpkin. Spread it on your pumpkin, go. You can do it in the morning. Harvest it, wash it, and eat. There's no chemical. Come. Open it. Shake it and open it. Are you opening? Hold it. Did you see? Take this one. You have this a bonus. That's a bonus. If it is not nano, it has chemical. If it's nano, it has what? It has a chemical. If it is not. In fact, it was a keenly contested exhibition that has so many people, and somebody came up to say, I also have a chemical. He was a highly placed individual in the society. I said, go and bring your own. I have tasted this one, it's our own product, taste your own. He said he's not a producer. And I'm not a producer. Do you understand that now? So, this is miracle 1 and miracle 2. Miracle 1 is more of strength. It's more of germinating. If the crop is germinating. I was explaining to someone, I said, you see here, you see outside here, I can plant corn here. With this fertilizer, you don't talk about soil fertility. You don't talk about soil. If you discover that the soil is inimical, there's a way you can overcome the inimical situation. Number 1 is, if you discover the land is not, the soil is not humus soil, like this place now, and I want to plant here, this is my farm, I want to plant here, but when I look at the texture, it's sandy soil, or it doesn't give me what I want. What do I do? I will, if it is cassava, or if it is maize, or anything you want to, even if it is tomatoes, you bring bowl, bring 20 liters of this, add to 20 mils of this, add to 20 liters of water, pour it in a bowl. Do what? Pour it in a bowl. What did I say here? Bring 20 liters, 20 mils of this, add it to what? And do what? Pour it in a bowl. Now, cut your cassava the way you plant them, soak them into that water for 45 minutes. Or your corn, anything you want to plant, soak them there. 45 minutes. When you soak them there, after soaking them there, you bring it out to dry. Don't dry them under the sun. Don't do what? Dry them under a room temperature. When they are dry, you will plant them. If I plant the cassava or the maize or my seed, I have soaked here and I plant it here. Number 1, there is no soil pest that will destroy it. Guaranteed. Number 2, the nutrients it requires to germinate has already been absorbed when you soak it in the water. So without the soil texture here playing any role, it will come up. Are we understanding it? When it germinates, what happens? The moment you see the nodules come up, you look around, you see the whole nodules coming up, what do? You start spraying with Miracle 1. Miracle 1. You start using with Miracle 1.
That's what I use.
The water you use to soak it, you don't throw it away. Put it in a can, wait. I was waiting for somebody to ask me a question when I was talking about animal nutrients. And the question I was waiting for somebody to ask me is, assuming that I add these 20 liters, 5 grams to 10 liters, and my beds couldn't finish it, you continue the next day. You don't pour it away. Do you understand that? You don't pour it away, you continue. Now, on this one also, if you soak, you carry that water you soaked, you don't pour it away. Get a jar or a rubber, pour it there, keep it. The moment they start germinating, what do? You apply that water. The same. Matter what they say. As we are talking about commercial purpose, we're also talking about local use for family use. family use. When you want to apply this as we have discovered or described, and then miracle 2, who can help us? What does I say this is work for? Miracle 1 is for what? And what? And strong stem. If you use these to plant corn, there's no how the wind can destroy them. If it's a large farm, their stem will be strong. If it is a cassava, it will give you a healthy stem. If yes, anything is for. And then we have this as miracle 2. What do we do with miracle 2? The moment you discover that this plant or this crop is having flowers, is about to come with flowers, it is time for the application of miracle 2. This one is more of fruiting and the fruit adhesiveness. Miracle 2. At a certain time, you can mix both of them. But the same way you have this 10 and 10, the same way you also have this 10 to 10 meals. This is 5 times because it is 100. Do you understand that? If you take 20, 20, 20 and it's 100, how many times? 5 times. You put it in the water. Do not spread it under a heavy sun. Spread it when the heat of the soil has gone down. So when I say evening, somebody can spray 4 o'clock is evening time. The best time is if you can do that very early in the morning. But if you cannot do it early morning, before the sun comes up, do it very late, not very late, later in the evening, when the heat of the soil has gone down. Some people planted and the thing was not doing well. And they told me, I have been applying it the way you said it, but I'm not getting results. When do you apply it? They say in the evening, like you said. What time in the evening? They say 4 o'clock. Of course, you know that by 4 o'clock, the heat is yeah. Because we are living in different regions and different places. Yours truly by 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the evening, the sun is still hot in Mina. If you have been to Mina before. Have you been there before? I'm telling you. 6 o'clock, you still have the sun radiating that you need first cap. So you can't compare such place with, when I say in the evening, you look at your time, you say 5 o'clock. What you watch is the heat of the sun. Apply in the evening means when the heat of the sun goes down. All of us can be farmers. All of us. We can start from the little one in our frontage. And not only that one, before we come, I said, start from what you eat. You cannot hear all this information and you continue eating food that are produced from a chemical fertilizer background. You're doing yourself more harm than good. Okay, let us say it is minor. If I eat pawpaw, if I eat maize, if I eat anything that is of chemical fertilizer origin, produced by chemical fertilizer, oh, it's minor. Maybe 0.00%, 1%, 0.001% is nothing. In the next 4 years, cumulatively, it will go from minor to significant. In the next 40 years. That is why I cannot say it is all, but it's one of the reasons. I was in Lagos, and a woman said, I used to have chemical fertilizer. I sell chemical fertilizer. And I said, even you that is selling chemical fertilizer, are you free? Have you seen people that work in chemical fertilizer plants? Have you ever seen anyone? Have you been to a store where they sell chemical fertilizer? Have you been there? Now, early morning, you open it. Can you walk in? You can't walk in. Any woman that is where they are selling chemical fertilizer, you are there every day, you are inhaling it in, you will go on time on MULTIPURPOSE. I'm not mixing words. The man, the same. So even you that is selling the chemical fertilizer, is it well with you? We're not putting anybody off business. But what we're saying is, let us embrace a healthy product that can give us a healthy life. We were in Port Harcourt. You were there. We were in Port Harcourt. Henry is there. The man's supposed to be there. Because the man told us, anywhere you're going, I'll go with you. And I'll talk myself. That man, what's the position the man had? The former director of agriculture in the Ministry of Agriculture. And he told us, when I was teaching, lecturing, the man was looking at me like this. After talking, the man said, wait. He said, Dr. Multiple, I said, he said, you are talking of what you may have known or you may have had. Let me tell you my life experience. Because I was a director in the Ministry of Agriculture and we had a chemical fertilizer unit. Then they went and built house for storage of the chemical fertilizer. And then they piled the land as if they are building their own way where every place will be landing. And they fortified it with strong iron. After building it, they packed chemical fertilizer. He said before he retired, I can take you there. The whole house has collapsed. Not only that it has collapsed, the emotion is coming there now. And these things are the things you and I are eating. Have you seen your yam now? So many of the yams now we introduce with chemical fertilizers now. We'll keep them for 4 months. Open them, what will you see? It will decay. And this thing that have decayed my yam, and I will eat this yam when it has not decayed, it has no effect on me, the answer is no. But we can start our own. Go and get a sand bag. Get a sand bag. Put sand in it. Plant your yam there. Apply this. It will grow well.
20th August 2019. To whom it may concern. Report of laboratory analysis and ongoing field trial evaluation on Miracle 1+ and Miracle 2+ NANO liquid organic fertilizer. Please refer to our correspondent, particularly FISS/ in respect of the laboratory analysis report and the ongoing trial field evaluation of Miracle 1+ and Miracle 2+ NANO liquid organic fertilizer, and your compliance to all the outlined conditions by the Ministry for new product evaluation. Miracle 1+ and Miracle 2+ NANO liquid organic fertilizer, marketed by AAC Miracle Feeder Limited, are basically well-formulated, balanced liquid fertilizer.
Well-formulated, balanced
liquid fertilizer that contains
the content.
Major nutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium in the following determining grades. The ratios now. The concentration of micronutrients determined above, they are also adequate to provide for good/balanced crop nutrition without being application rates. The report obtained so far from the ongoing evaluation trial in different locations in Niger State on effect of Miracle 1 plus Miracle 2 nano liquid organic fertilizer on maize shows a significant effect on the test crop, indicating that the effect on the crop yield at the end of the trial will be significantly high. Based on the above Miracle 1 plus and Miracle 2 plus nano liquid fertilizer, quality as good liquid organic fertilizer.
Okay.
While assuring you of the federal government support in line with the Ministry of Agriculture, Policy, Program, etc. Please accept the assurance of the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development. Signed by the Honorable Minister.
Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Department of Agricultural and Extension Services, 3rd floor, BOM Plaza, CBD, Abuja. PMB 215, BPM/MD, Agricultural Development Program, ADP.
Listen, this letter was written from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture to 5 states in Nigeria. Listen to the states mentioned.
Kano State, Borno State, Kogi State, Imo State, Rivers State, and Ogun State.
Did you hear Imo State there?
Yes.
When was it that I need to check the date?
The date is March 4th, 2021.
March 4, 2020 what?
21.
Good.
Letter of introduction. I'm directed to write and introduce AAC Miracle Feeds Limited, a vendor/suppliers of comprehensive organic inputs, nano organic fertilizer, Miracle 1 and 2, selective and non-selective. Number 2, the organization has conducted both laboratory and field trials in collaboration with the Department of Soil Science, Faculty of Agriculture, Institute for Agricultural Research, and Bello University, Zaria, and the results submitted to Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. Number 3, the results of the trials were reviewed, and the Director, Department of Extension, have given approval for them to conduct field trials with farmers in collaboration with your ADP. It is therefore requested that you give them the maximum support and cooperation. Number 4, please accept the warmest regards of the Director Extension, Dr. Mrs. N. Odunze, for Director Extension.
The man that left here, he will be here tomorrow, is from the State Ministry of Agriculture. How many of us here now? I'm sure that so many of us are from different local governments here. Am I right? Take it to your local government. We have the state coordinator here. Liaise with the state authorities in your state. Take it to your local government. Take it to your brother. In your village, let your village people be eating healthy food. At least, if not for commercial purpose, for longevity and healthiness. After actually some years now, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture is done. And that's why they can be able to give us a certification that the product is supposed to be used by Nigerian farmers. Anywhere you see this product in Africa, it came from here, because we have the franchise for Africa, but in Nigeria. And that's why we have been calling thinking about family consumption level. Yesterday, I told some of us here, you can get bars. Take sand, put it in there. Plant your okra there. Plant your pepper there. Plant your tomato there. You can put them by the side, by the wall side of your house. Apply this fertilizer on it. You are sure of eating a healthy, fresh produce that has no single chemical content in it. Thank God some medical doctors were here present yesterday. Agri practitioners, they were here yesterday. Thank God the Ministry of Agriculture, Imo State, was represented fully here yesterday. All of them are coming down this morning again down there. And when we are talking about things, we are talking about facts and figures and realities on the ground. Life expectancy in Nigeria is so low. Why? It's not of economic situation, no. Nigeria is not poor when you come to African nations. Even life expectancy in Libya is higher than Nigerian life expectancy. Even life expectancy in Ghana is higher than that of Nigeria. Because of our population, they make advantage of us. They make a wrong advantage of us. Anything that's supposed to be discarded is produced in Nigeria as a product to be bought over. It is not that we don't have regulatory agencies. We have regulatory agencies, but individuals pervert the regulatory agencies to perpetrate their own evil desires. These things we talked about, a former manager in the Agri Department of Rivers State supposed to be here to tell you and to tell us. Those of them that work in the fertilizer industry, take a trip, go there, find out yourself. Those of us that are working in the fertilizer companies, take a step and know what happens to them. And those of them that sell it also, are they not involved? They are involved. If you have been to where they sell fertilizer, you will know what I mean. This is early morning now. Go there, open the door and walk in. You can't walk in. You can't walk in. You will wait. You will wait. Our brothers and sisters who are used to these chemical fertilizers, using them, marketing them, are not even left out with the effects of it all. So long as you eat and you defecate, you are a farmer by ecosystem. Am I right? Yes. So it now depends on the level and capacity you are doing your farming work. Like they normally say that every human being is a political animal. It depends on the level of your politicking. We're all farmers. You're a pastor, you're a farmer. You eat. If not for commercial purpose, the one you use within your house. I was somewhere yesterday and I told them when I entered the compound, I looked around and I said, my friend, look, let me tell you, this is a large compound and you have put cement, you have cemented the whole compound. Look from your wall to this place, break this cement, make a wall here, plant fruited pumpkin here, plant tomato here. You, in your family here, you are guaranteed to having healthy fruit and produce. You can be eating all year round here. But I want to touch some areas, because someone asked this question yesterday, what is nano? Nigeria agricultural reforms and the use of nano organic products in crops and livestock production, presented by Dr. MULTIPURPOSE. Let us share together some information about nano fertilizer, which is a product of nanotechnology. One of the best things that has happened in the world together is the use of nanotechnology to solve problems. This shows that solutions of our challenges are in our hands. The use of nanotechnology in food production is a very welcome technology. This is not necessarily permitting genetically modified organisms by expression of matters in more absorbable forms by biological matters. Most of the time, I don't like reading these things like this because the grammars are meant for certain people. Am I right? But we have to explain thereafter. In Nigeria, the drive of all agricultural reform is towards sustainability of the agricultural sector to deliver on its mandate for food and agro-products as raw materials for use of mankind. This is projection. This projection should positively affect the economy and human existence in the phase of dynamism. To discuss this, we shall break in down in some subtopic in the following ways. What is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is a term given to those areas of science and engineering where phenomena that take place at dimensions a nanometer scale are utilized in design, characterization, production, and application of material, structure, devices, and systems. In a nutshell, it is the design, characterization, production, and application of structures, devices, and systems by controlling shape and size at nanoscale. The absorption level has so much little particles that the method of application on palm trees, on coconut trees, on trees like guava that has exceeded your reach of hands is apply it on their stem. It will still be absorbed. So you can imagine how the absorption. Do you understand what you mean there? Yes, this is palm tree. This is palm tree. This is your coconut. It has exceeded the level. Like some of us now, we have coconut that before they go to the ripe, they have all fallen down.
Yes, yes.
What do? Mix it up with Miracle 1 and 2, spread it on the stain. On the stain. By the application of the stain, it will be absorbed. It will be absorbed. Don't pour it on the ground. It has grown beyond your application of the foliar. Apply it on the leaves, on the stem. It will give you the same result as you apply it to the leaf. That's nanotechnology. Do we understand it now? If I begin to mention on the nanoscale here, some of us will not know what we mean by the dimension order, the nanometer or less. So going into that area now, into the carbon bond lengths and all this and that. So what is the best form of nanomaterial? The use of nanotechnology in fertilizer production make ready some of these nutrients whose presence dictate the absorption and utilization of all other macronutrients. This is why they often come on chelated forms and binds other nutrients in enable better expression in the metabolic activities of the organisms. And this is the beauty of nano production. Now, let me go over to some benefits. I want to read from the books so that we can understand better. We got some books. Advantages on using also organic animal vitamin, chitosan nano diclocosamine. It will give you strong, smart animal. Strong, smart animal. When your animals take in this, they are healthy, they are strong, they are smart. I remember of a fish farmer, a man that is into fishery. So he got this product and applied it and give it to his fish. I will tell you, how the application method of fish. And then they applied it there. Do you know, in the morning, the man came back to the boat, to the fish farm, and the noise he was hearing about the fish, so when he get closer, the fish, they were jumping up. So the man quickly picked his phone and called me and said, "Oh, what was it?" He said, "In this thing you people tell us to be giving this fish, did you add cocaine inside it?" Because the fish, they were so smart and jumping. If an animal is healthy, he will be free. Yes, just because they are healthy now, so they are free. I made an instance yesterday of a little boy that came out from school. He told me, "I have heard about this product. I want to ask you, how can I get money? Can you people lend me some money to start agriculture?" I said, "You don't need to borrow money." Now, within around yourself there, you have people that have poultries and farms. Meet them. Introduce this product to them. If they buy from you, you have something to aim. He said, "Eh?" I said, "Yes." So this little boy has to go to a farm that has poultry. After the introduction, the man said, "Can I see the product? Can I see it?" So he called me. I sent one to him. After the man used it, the man said, "Ask him how much he can get a carton for me." The man bought a carton. From the profit this young man made from this introducing it to a poultry farmer, he has to go and buy motorcycle. And he said, "If I can do this thing within my environment, I need to go beyond this environment." And from that motorbike, he has introduced to other people. As I'm talking to you today, he has gotten a place, he's now having his own poultry farm. So most of the time when we talk about starting a thing, some people's mind will go to central bank loan. Central bank, start from your house. You can make it from your house. You can make it from your house. Strong meat, strong smart animal, tight chicken meat, vibrant fish, and all other animals, while using organic vitamins such as AAC NANO organic also, because its superiority, their meats will be tight like native chickens. What this product will do, and some of us that have pig farms, piggery, it will reduce the piggery fat and make the pig muscles to be more, because you know you sell your pigs as per the weight. Do you have a pig farmer here? Good, sir. So if when your pig, they are so much fat you want to sell them, you want to give them something that will drain their fat a little and add muscles. Am I right, sir? Sure. And this thing, when you begin to give it to your pig, it will expand the muscles. That's also the same thing it will do on your birds. And then if you give it to your pig, forget about fly. And there's no amount, quality, or anything like pig flu. It's a thing of the past. It's a thing of the past. Just they put it in their water and let you drink that up. Good body gain weight. Chickens, fish, or other animals will not only fatten up by feeding alone, you can supplement what you have given them to help them gain weight more. Gain weight more. They will gain more weight. Strong, senility, and the cheerful. The animals or whatever, they will be smart and they will be free. If you have layers, is it layers, yeah? Yes. The one that laying egg, if you normally have one bird lay 10 eggs as per its lifespan, by the use of this, expect 30 eggs. And you have had him here say, I have birds, he has been using it, you cannot record mortality of any of the birds. And some people say, I brought 50 birds, 5 died, and 45 is remaining now. By the use of this, you cannot talk about bird mortality. It has reduced the barest zero minimum. Apply it the way it is said, you will not have any problem. Now, having read few of these things here, there are more things for me to read, but I'm not going to do them now. Let me go and recap. Miracle 1, nano-organic fertilizer is a growth enhancer that is rich with micronutrients and macronutrients, with other important ingredients that can perfect the growth of all kinds of crop plants at the earliest time. Its nano-nature technology made it good enough to perform well in every crop or plant, every environment, every soil, every weather, and every season. Did you hear what I read here? Let me come again. By this application, your crop or your plant is going to do well, good enough for the plant in every environment, every soil, every weather, and every season. Every weather. This will guarantee you an all-round farming season. An all-round farming season. Let me come. I'm going to expand on this as we go into Miracle 1. Miracle 1. Miracle 1. This one with green is Miracle 1. This one is Miracle 2. And I'm talking about Miracle 1. Miracle 1 organic fertilizer grows the crops, plants healthier and greener leaves at all weather. At all weather. So you don't say we are in dry season, so the leaves are dry. We are in rainy season, the leaves are greenish. It will be greenish all round. You know the reason? The reason is this. Remember that you mix this with water. Do you remember? Yes. So when you apply it, you are also moisturizing the plants. If you can remember also. At all times, season and time. It makes difference even in the bad situation that caused by global warming, climatic change. By global warming, climatic change, you are a farmer using this product, climatic change is not your business. Miracle 2. Miracle 2. Now, this Miracle 2, nano-organic fertilizer is a growth enhancer and yield booster. Yield booster that is rich with micronutrients and micronutrients with other important ingredients that can perfect the growth and yield of all kinds of crops, plants at flowering stage. Flowering stage. Flowering stage. For a bomber yield. If you are, thank you, sir. If you have crops or plants and they've started producing flower like your maize, like your tomatoes, like all these things you know they produce. Now, the stage you are is in Miracle 2. It will make the productivity to be weak. If you eat your guava, applying this product, you ask if there was sugar put in the guava. Yeah, the taste will be very nice. And the nutrients also, the nutrient content of that, your guava or your tomato or everything you have applied in is most important. It has a needed nutrient that you deserve or desire to have from that food based on this application. I'm also going to read from you a document, a letter from the Federal Ministry of